As you can see, it's still freezing cold in the UK at the moment, so I'm wearing my scarf and I'm too mean to put the heating on. So today I'm donning the hair shirt and Hessian underpants, and I'm going alcohol free. So I've splashed out on this, which is a little mini case of 0% beers from a company called Big Drop Brewing, and these guys are based in Suffolk, so I'm looking forward to getting into these. Now, the last time I had some alcohol-free beer, it was absolutely grim. I mean, it tasted like the neighbour's dishwater, and it tasted like the neighbour's dishwater that was three weeks old. Absolutely horrible. You know, so I had one sip of it and it just went straight down the sink. I won't even use it to wash the loo. God, it was absolutely awful. So that was a few years ago. So have things improved? Let's find out and get it open. You'll have to excuse me for a minute. So there's lots of lovely cans in here. Now I'm going to go for one of the lighter ones, because I reckon when you're testing or you're brewing 0% alcohol beer, probably the darker ones are easier to give flavour, so I'm going to go for one of the lighter ones. And the one I'm going to go for is, let me have a look what it's called, Pine Trail Pale IPA. Looks very nice, got a bit of a dint in the tin, but we won't worry about that. So Pine Trail Pale Ale, alcohol free, 61 calories per can, which is always nice to know when you're a bit of a fat blob like me. So let's get the thing open. It says on the back, a delight for the senses. This beer delivers on all levels. Well, let's find out, shall we? My first alcohol beer in God knows how long. Right, sorry, I'm messing about with the box here. It's all live. Right, let's get it open. Ooh. Ooh, blimey, it's exploded. That's possibly because I dropped the box before bringing it in. Right, let's pour it out. Let's have a look. Very, very light colour. Looks quite highly carbonated. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a very nice colour. Totally golden. So, there we go. So, from a visual perspective, it sort of looks like beer. Looks like real beer. Let's have a sniff. Nice head as well. The thing that I noticed from my last alcohol beer that I tried many years ago, the head sort of like vanished after about 1 second. So let's have a sniff. That's very, very piney. Very piney, very floral. It's got a really distinctive and very strong odour, actually. That sounds terrible, odour, but it's a very, very, very powerful scent. Yeah, pine needles, floral, flowers. My God, I'm surprised already. Now you will notice the head's just about disappearing, so let's have a taste. 0% alcohol. I am a skeptic. Let's see what it's like. Blimey, it's got an absolute ton of very palatable flavour. Yeah, it's totally pine needles, pine kernels, pine nuts with a floral aftertaste. Quite dry, a little bit bitter. But blinking heck, I'd drink this. It is actually really quite nice. Now you do obviously notice the lack of alcohol in terms of the mouthfeel. You know, there's none of that slightly oily viscosity that obviously that you get with alcohol, with beer with alcohol in it. But absolutely, I would actually, if I was doing a blind test of this, I think it was one of those, 3.8 IPAs maybe, pale ales. It's actually proper beer. I'm surprised. As you can see, I'm pretty gobsmacked. Yeah, the thing about it is, this tastes as though, it's been brewed by people that actually like beer, as opposed to a bunch of, miserable Puritans who want to stop everybody else's fun. So yeah, it's actually really nice and eminently drinkable. am surprised. So I'm going to give this 2 scores actually. So the first one is as a non-alcoholic beer compared to my other experiences of non-alcoholic beers, and on that particular scale it gets a strong 9 out of 10. It's like the best non-alcoholic beer I've tasted. On the second score I'm going to compare it to every other single beer, so alcoholic beers, and even on that perspective I reckon it gets a strong 7 out of 10. I would drink this. It's eminently drinkable. If I was in the pub and I needed to drive, I wouldn't be upset if this was all that I had to drink. It's loads better than Coke and fizzy water. I'm really surprised. I am very, very surprised. So actually 7 out of 10 compared to all of the other beers that I love and enjoy. That's pretty good going. It is actually a nice drink. It's not one of those non-alcoholic drinks where you go, it's a bit naff, but it's non-alcohol, so I'll sort of, give it the benefit of the doubt. You don't need to give this the benefit of a doubt. So Big Drop Brewery, you lads have done extremely well with this. This is a cracking beer in its own right, whether it's 0 alcohol or not. It's actually nice. I'm going to get more of this and I can't wait to try some of the other beers. So on to the snack. Now I feel a little bit guilty now because I was going to make a jokey reference to Puritans. So what I've got is a raw carrot. You know what, I don't think I eat enough raw carrots. Absolutely lovely. Don't know whether it's the best thing to go with beer. Let's have a go. No, not the best. But either way, Pine Trail Pale Ale from the Big Drop Brewery Company. It's a good beer. It's actually quite amazing. You've got to love a raw carrot.